Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing you guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys my top 5 sports card investments under $50 right now. Obviously, the market has been continuing to push its way through the playoffs, doing very well right now. And there's definitely there's a lot of cards that I think, would be great investments right now. But I narrowed it down to my top 5 that I'm most confident in. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my Sports Card Invest membership program where I basically release picks every single Monday of 10 sports cards I believe will go up, some cards I believe will go down, and then 3 long-term underground NBA investments. If you guys want to get all this information before it gets released to my YouTube, and a lot more information, so 23 cards a week compared to just 5 on the YouTube, go ahead, click the link down below. Use code YouTube to get you 10% off of my website at sportscardsinvest.com, or my Instagram at sportscardinvest you can use to sign up. But yeah, really appreciate all the support. Yesterday we just hit 1,200 members, which I want to say thank you guys so much for. I know a lot of people have been making some great money with picks, and 92% of my monthly members have been either renewing the monthly or upgrading to the yearly. So definitely so much money to be made. Use code YouTube to get you 10% off. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first card we do have on here under $50 that I think is a great investment is Pascal Siakam's Optic Raw cards. I did recommend some of these cards a few days ago to my members, so obviously prices could be up slightly on eBay, but that's why I recommend checking all different marketplaces. But yeah, these Pascal Siakams have been doing quite well, honestly, recently. You can find his Optics Raw around $30 to $40 right now. I definitely think it's a great investment, first of all, because obviously, as teams get knocked out of the playoffs, the teams that are still in, I predict, as more people put their money into players that are still in the playoffs, Pascal Siakam's prices are going to rise because he's in the playoffs for at least another week or two, which is a great sign. And then obviously they're playing the Celtics. I think they have a chance at winning. If not, I think they're going to take the Celtics 6 or 7 games at least. I could see it going game 7, and the hype on Siakam will get hot, I predict, for sure. And obviously, now that they have to play the Celtics, who are a better opponent than the Nets were, Siakam's going to have to step up and take a bigger role next series to have a chance to beat Boston. So I definitely think Siakam's going to take a bigger role than he did last series. He's going to put up more numbers, and his prices are going to go up quite a lot. And then also, this is first-year Optic, and obviously, Siakam's prisms have gone up quite a lot, but his optics have not gone up so much as of yet. So I definitely think there's a lot of room in Siakam's Optic cards. It's his first year Optic was made, so definitely I think, over time as Optic continues to get more popular, first-year Optic's going to get quite iconic, and one of the best names, if not the best player in this draft class and in first-year Optic is Pascal Siakam. So definitely love his Optic cards right now, especially for under $40. That's a very good deal in my opinion. So I definitely like Siakam's cards a lot. And then next up, we do have 2012 Prism Russell Westbrook ungraded. So similar reasons, obviously this is first-year Prism, but also, Westbrook has been injured for the past week or two, and he's been really flying under the radar. So definitely, I think, the Rockets, they look like they'll take care of the Thunder. Obviously now it's tied up. Things are getting a little bit, rough, but I definitely think the Rockets will be able to get by the Thunder. Only time will tell at the end of the day, but I think if the Rockets can move on to next round, I think Westbrook will have some big games. And obviously, first-year Prism, if you want to look at other stars like Stephen Curry's first-year Prism, Kevin Durant's first-year Prism, prices are getting high. Prices are very high on first-year Prism for stars like Steph. KD, LeBron, obviously. But, $80 to $140 for Steph's first-year Prism. I believe you could get Westbrook's for roughly $20 to $30, which I think's a good deal just because he's going to have some big games, next series, I predict. And definitely, Westbrook is a star. He has the potential to put up a 40-point triple-double on one random playoff game, and his price is to go up a lot. So I definitely just love that potential of him having some crazy games. Along with the fact that he's a star and first-year Prism is very iconic. But next up, we do have Andrew Wiggins, 2014 Prism. Andrew Wiggins, first overall pick, had so much hype. He has the potential because he was a first overall pick, but now he has a fresh start in Golden State. And that's very, it makes me believe in him a little bit more because Golden State, if you guys do not know, Golden State has been the place to be for young stars to develop. We saw Golden State develop Steph, Clay, and Draymond into the players they become now. They have become. But Wiggins is just, he has the talent, and Golden State seems to take advantage of players with talent and bring out the best of them. And I think they can do this with, Wiggins. Obviously, the Warriors now, they will have Steph back. They will have Clay back. They will have Draymond healthy. And they will have a number 2 pick that they could possibly trade for another piece. So I think the Warriors could be back in the finals next year. If not, they will have a deep playoff run if they can stay healthy. And Wiggins will have to step up. The Warriors are going to bring the best out of Wiggins, I believe. And, obviously Minnesota just was not the right place for him. He was not playing defense. He was not motivated. And now he seems, at least in the games that he was back on the Warriors, he seems to be doing a lot better. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm from the Bay Area. And, from the games I watched, I think he definitely has a lot of potential, and obviously the super low pop on his cards. 2014 Prism was not printed very much, so I definitely think, with the pop report, with his potential, with the Warriors system, with the Warriors' chances to make the finals next year, I think this is a great buy personally, and it's a little bit of a gamble, I'm not going to lie. Wiggins is a bit unsteady in his past, but just obviously I do personally believe in him quite a lot, and I believe in the Warriors system a lot, so definitely I think he has a lot of potential. Steph and Clay will bring the best out of him, I believe. But next up, we do have Zach LaVine's Prism Rookies. This is a very interesting pick in my opinion, but I'm pretty confident in this pick right here. And as you guys know, the main reason I am confident in this pick is because the Bulls head coach was recently fired, and he was not, the right coach for the Bulls, to be honest. Like, he was not a good coach, to say the least. And I think, LaVine, he already showed so much potential. He was playing super well, such a magnificent scorer. And once again, his cards are very low pop, similar to Wiggins. And I can really see the Bulls finally using their talent to win games. They have talent. They have Kobe White developing. They have Zach LaVine, they have Wendell Carter Jr., and, I think LaVine has the potential to average another 25 to 30 point per game season, be an all-star possibly. He's in the East. The East is a little bit more, available to win than the West. The West is super competitive. The East has a few spots that the Bulls can slip in, and I just think he's flying under everyone's radar right now. His prisms are quite rare. They're low pop. They're around $45, I would say. You can find them for around $45. I think he's definitely a quite good buy for next season, just considering how good of a scorer he is, and just obviously with the Bulls finally having a fresh start, no longer having their head coach, and hopefully getting a new good head coach. So I definitely think he has a lot of potential out there. But finally, we do have 2017-2018 John Collins optic cards, his PSA 9s and his ungraded cards. Collins is definitely, he's an interesting pick. He's averaged over 20 points and over 10 rebounds a game last season. He's definitely getting slept on by a lot of people, I'd say. He even dropped a big 35-point performance. He has the potential to really go off on any given night. I definitely love him. He's 22 years old right now, and obviously alongside Trae Young, they're gonna develop together, and that combo is just, it's scary. It reminds me of like a Luka Kristaps, Trey Collins. They could really develop together. In the pick and roll, they're very good, very efficient. I just think, obviously, last year, the Hawks were not staying healthy. They didn't have Clint Capella until later in the season. So now that they have a little bit more of a veteran, mentor, and obviously Collins, Trae Young developing, hopefully working on their game right now. I think, by the time the season ended, the Hawks were already looking quite good. They were looking a lot better than they were in the middle of the season or beginning of the season. So I just think, obviously, and a few days ago, they got the number 6 overall pick in the draft lottery. So I just really think overall, I'm loving the Hawks' future with all their young stars, and with them being in the Eastern Conference, where it's a lot easier for them to make noise and slip in a playoff spot. So I definitely think alongside Trae, we're going to see some big increases in John Collins, and for just $30 to get a PSA 9 optic is a quite good deal in my opinion. I definitely love his ungraded optics as well for like $5-10. Definitely think they're a very good value buy, and they should go up quite a lot this offseason and next season. And just personally, John Collins cards in general. But yeah, really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you guys are interested in my Sports Card Invest membership program, go ahead, click the link down below. Use code YouTube to get you 10% off to get all these picks 1 day early or 2 days early if you get the premium. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.